You sell 1,000 products in 100 cities. That's the formula you use to do it independently. Hey, man, hold on, y'all. Beautiful Nightmares TV, man.
For sure.
We here with 1942 Leel, live at Playground ATL.
For sure.
Bro, the owner of this shit got the studio up and running. We in the A room right now. Tell him your shit, bro. Talk to them. So basically, get started. Let them know like where you from, where you was telling me, and about the road running and shit like that. Like get into.
So I'm from a place called Mount Clemens, Michigan. It's the suburbs of the east side of Detroit. You feel me? And what we known for, what you know what I'm saying, what we kind of made our name for is what they call road running. Road running is pretty much getting the pills from, you feel me, the city, or getting the pills from the doctor, taking them OT, flipping them. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of was how we made a name for ourselves. Road running. Now I to be honest, I never hit the road. You feel me? I was never one of them niggas to hit the road, but definitely, you know, my peoples hit the road, and that's kind of how we kind of earned the respect of the city. Where if you say like, "Oh, I'm from Mount Clemens," like, "Oh, they be getting money out there." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That type of shit.
So what was your come up more or less? Like, what was the type of shit you was into? Where you was looking to get money at and shit like that? Like.
So I always been like a business nigga. Like my mama always owned businesses and shit. She had a tax company since I was a kid, so I was always into business shit. You feel me? And I ended up moving. From Mount Clemens and went to Virginia for high school, which kind of killed all that little road running trenches, because out there they wasn't bullshit, they wasn't playing no games, they was on niggas' ass. So I was just going to school, bored out there, you feel me, kind of getting into business and just seeing the opportunities out there, kind of just changing my perspective of, you know, of life, really.
What type of opportunities was out there? Like, what was going on? What you was getting into?
It was just way more opportunities because you had like military out there, and military was super deep, especially from where I was staying at. So that gave opportunities for like government jobs, and everybody pretty much was middle class for real. Like back at home, you can be from the suburbs and still be fucked up. Like that don't mean just because we stay in Mount Clemens in the city, like it's really kind of the same story. Out there, it's real suburbs. It's real, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas didn't have to risk their lives or have to do no dumb shit.
So out in Detroit, the suburbs is still the hood. Like the suburbs is not like no sweet shit like in the suburbs is going down.
Now you got good suburbs. I ain't gonna lie, you got good suburbs, but you gotta go out the way. You gotta go West Bloomfield or Sterling Heights or. You know what I'm saying? Out the way, but the direct suburbs directly tied to
the city,
you feel me?
So where you said, so like your joint is what, Clemens?
Mount Clemens, yeah.
So it's going down to Mount Clemens?
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like for sure it's going down.
Yeah, money, niggas, it's really the city. It's just the suburbs.
It's a little out from there.
It's just a little out the way. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really the same story, niggas. You feel me? People still fucked up out there. Might have a little more of an opportunity, but it's still not opportunity. Now, when I went to Virginia, I seen real opportunity. Like, niggas really, you could really go to school, get a good education, get out of school, go to college. You feel me? After college, or you could go straight to the military and make money. Like, when I was in the city, it wasn't really no military. It's like one military base, but it got closed down. Then it wasn't like, shit, what you gonna do? The school's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas not really graduating.
So what grade you went up to school out in Detroit?
What grade?
Yeah,
so I left at elementary school.
Alright. But you would say from what you know, like the high school, the education system out there is fucked up.
Yeah, because
like,
all my family went to the same high school.
Yeah,
all my family went to Mount Clemens High School. So it's like the graduation rate is low as a hell.
It's draining in Mount Clemens. I actually went from Mount Clemens back to
Detroit. He left the suburbs to go back to Detroit to get education because the education was fucked up.
It was like, it was super draining out there. It was like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't even going to school. And then, like, when I got back to Detroit, I was just more in my element.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, so it's the suburbs. And at first it used to be like, oh, y'all the suburbs, but now it's like, oh.
That shit really popping out there, like shit
Yeah,
going down.
shit going
All right, so
Mount Clemens used to did have no respect, and then like they started making their name. For
y'all got y'all shit up for real with the
for
getting
sure.
money, shirt and shit like that.
For sure.
All right, so when y'all came out to Atlanta and shit like that, like when was that?
So, I've been here for 4 years now.
So that's what 2019 before the pandemic.
Yeah, before I've been here I was here in 2018.
2018.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, way before, 2 years before the pandemic. And I really came out here because I was really trying to leave Virginia. It was boring as hell. It's not no opportunities. It's racist as fuck out
What part
there.
of VA you was in?
I was in like Hampton, Newport News, Norfolk area. I stayed in Virginia Beach.
I used to be out there a little bit.
Yeah, so it's racist as fuck. Police be on bullshit. Like, just
It's
like,
weird. It's weird out there.
Like,
yeah,
it's
fact.
super weird. Like, so I'm like, I need to get out of here. So I went to Atlanta for birthday bash, and that bitch was lit. Like, I didn't think Atlanta was like that. I thought it was country. I thought it was the South. That bitch was lit, and I was like, I'm moving down here. And then 2 years later, I ended up moving down here.
So,
How you got into opening the studio? Like you always had a passion for music. You was interested in. You came into the shit on some business shit, or you came into it more as like I want to be an artist, have my own spot to record. What was the real motivation to like the real vision behind opening Playground Atlanta?
So I gotta take it a little back. So I always been in music. So like I first started in music like in the band. I was in the band from elementary school all the way up to high school.
What's that mean? Tell them what that mean. The band.
The band, like I was actually playing the instrument. Like I used to.
Oh, you was in a band.
Yeah, I was in the band. Like I used to play a saxophone. So I was in the band from elementary school all the way to high school type shit. That's kind of like my first love of music. But after high school, I started rapping and shit, but I didn't really take it serious till I was like 22 for real. You know what I'm saying? 22, I kind of went back. I was visiting Mount Clemens, letting niggas hear some shit. They boosted me up. Had my first kind of song that started buzzing in Detroit and Mount Clemens and shit. So that's when I'm like, alright, I'm going to take this shit serious as an artist. And I always been recording myself. I never really went to the studio. I've been to different studios, but since I started, I was recording myself. So I was recording myself on the bullshit mic, then upgrade that, and then upgrade, then upgrade. So then I had like real studio equipment, home studio equipment that I was recording that on. But I was like, I didn't want to record at home because I'm distracted. I'm watching TV, I'm doing other things. Somebody call, or it's like I might be recording. Niggas like, let's go to the club. I'm like, fuck this, I'm gone. You feel me? So I'm like, I need a space.
Wasn't focused for real.
Wasn't focused. I'm like, I need a space to work out of. Like when I go, it's like a session. I'm gonna treat it like a session. You feel me? So that's when I was like, I was looking for a studio space. But I was gonna look for something small, like just like a little room, just a little shit. Then I was talking to my OG, my mama, about it and shit. She was like, why don't you just get a space? You already know how to engineer, know how to record people, get a space to open up a studio for real. So I'm like, bet. But I'm like, I want photography and the videography space too, because I need to make content. This is when I was learning, like, okay, being an artist isn't just not about making music, it's about making content. Like, I need a space that I can record after, I can take pictures, I can do all that. So that's when I was finally looking for space, got space, they hold me, you feel me? I was about to sign the lease, they let somebody else sign the lease after I already sent the deposit, I already sent the security deposit.
gave him the vision and everything.
That was in Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta, yeah, it was in Atlanta. So I'm like, damn, that shit kind of had me down and out, like, fuck this shit, maybe I ain't gonna get the studio. Then, one day I was looking on the internet, found this space, and was like, you know what, yeah. When it was a little bit higher, but I kind of see the vision for it, like, okay, I fuck with this more. But then I got this space, and you feel me, started working, started building these rooms. It was bare. It was nothing here. These rooms wasn't here.
So you built this shit up from like your bare hands for real, from the ground up, like y'all built this shit for real, for real.
It took like
money.
It took like 2 months of just hard work. Like that shit was like some of the hardest work in my life. Like I was real contractor. Now I hired somebody, but I was here working too. So it was like two months. I got it October. It wasn't open until December, my birthday last year. That's when I opened it.
So you only been open for 1 year now.
Yep. Yeah, we just had the 1 year anniversary a
anniversary.
couple days ago.
I bet. So where you think you headed, and what's the vision for Playground Atlanta? So it's 2023 now. So 2025. What's Playground Atlanta look like in 2025? What's that brand? Where's the studio going? What's
Like a creative hub. Now, at first it was about recording for real, but now it's a creative hub. It's events. I'm trying to add a live performance, like a content, like a Tiny Desk version, but playground version of Tiny Desk in here. I'm trying to do, different events for artists, for actors, for different type of people. I want a place where if you're a creative, no matter what you do, you can come here. And it's a creative space. It's a safe space where you can create and express yourself.
fire? Tell me some of the hottest, like, cause from where I'm from, we know T Grizzly. Few, like, who the hottest niggas in Detroit that y'all would say is like everybody don't know, like who 3-5 hot Detroit
that
artists
don't know.
Yeah, like we
Okay.
could know 'em, but I don't want to hear T Grizzly.
I got you.
I want to hear like what niggas got the streets hot in Detroit, like
So
you know what I mean?
you got Babyface Ray. You feel me?
We know
Niggas
Babyface. Yeah,
Ray.
he hard.
So you got nigga named Skilla Baby. You feel me? He hard right now. He going crazy. He undecided baby right now. Got a nigga named Damn John Boy. He was a producer. He used to produce for all them niggas. Now he rapping now. Well, he always was rapping, but niggas took him serious as a producer. Now he a major rapper. So you got Skilla Baby, Damn John Boy. My last one gonna have to be niggas know V's, huh?
V's, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, GT. You feel me? GT. He been doing this shit a minute, but niggas fucking with him heavy now. He under Babyface Rap Group.
So just in terms of the Detroit rap scene, like who really pioneered the way for Detroit artists? Would you say it was Eminem or?
Hell no.
Or
Listen,
what?
and I'm gonna catch slack for this. I don't even like this
Nah,
question,
because I'm just
but
saying,
but-
like coming from where I'm from, when you think about like who is
Detroit.
the hardest, biggest Detroit artist, we think of Eminem
No.
because we don't know better.
Okay, so as far as biggest artist, Eminem is definitely the biggest artist. Coming out of Detroit, he the biggest artist.
But,
You can't.
but my question is, who popped it? Like who popped this
the
shit
Detroit
off?
sound.
Yeah,
off?
like who popped that shit we hearing, that those T Grizzly beats, that Babyface Ray sound. Who really popped that shit off?
There's a couple. So you got a nigga named Blade Icewood. Yeah. Right now, he was the first superstar in the city. You got Blade Icewood. You got Cheddar Boys. You got Rock Bottom. They was really, but if I had to give it to one person, it'd be Blade Icewood. He was a superstar in the city. He was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the one I really thought was going to blow. He ended up getting killed in 2001, I believe, or 2002. 2001, 2002. But he was the star of the city. He the one that kind of, you feel me, was the first niggas like, oh, we was listening to. Nobody else was listening to him. He was a millionaire. He was only a superstar in Detroit. I'm not gonna say only a superstar in Detroit, but
he was a millionaire on some like rap shit, or it's like some street shit, or some rapper shit.
Some rap shit, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Coming from Detroit too, like who y'all infamous, like get money niggas, like in New York we got like a few niggas that like, alright, Richie Porter, you know what I'm saying,
you know,
but it's certain niggas that they know though, like we know Meech, you know what I'm saying, we know BMF, but who the niggas we don't know that's like, those is like the infamous.
I ain't gonna lie, you can't. Meech is
it's no bigger than me.
You can't go higher than me. I ain't gonna say that because probably some niggas that
maybe niggas under him.
It's probably some niggas that went.
But in terms of some get money shit, nobody did it like BMF type shit.
Nobody went bigger than Meech. Like that's the.
So alright,
that's the top.
So off that, so back onto like studio time and then just branching out and you being a businessman. What would you say was your inspiration? Like, what inspired you? Like, I want to open a studio. I want to create a creation hub for artists and people to come through and build this shit up. Like,
really off of what I need as an artist. Really is how I create. This all off of what I see like that I need. There I'm like, I want to offer this to other artists. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my whole vision. Everything I do be like off of, I can use this. You know what I'm saying? So I know, other artists could use this as well. You feel me?
Yeah, tell them a little bit about your clothing brand and the Anejo Forever and
Anejo
like
Forever.
what-
That's like a lifestyle. That's like a lifestyle for real. If you really look, let me grab these. You know what I'm saying? You see 1942 bottles everywhere. We do this 1942 shit, but it's a lifestyle for real. That's what we drink. Anejo is a type of tequila. So you got, when you look at tequila, you got Don Julio. You can get Blanco, which is the white. You can Reposado is brown, but it's like a light brown. The Anejo is usually a little bit darker than that. So Anejo is kind of like, it's tequila, but it's aged like it's a cognac. So it's aged in barrels and it's set away for like 2 years. And then they take them out the barrels, and then that's where you get Anejo. So it's kind of almost like a Hennessy version. And I don't even want to say Hennessy because I don't fuck with Hennessy. I don't fuck with no dark, you feel me?
That's crazy.
I'm not even a Hennessy person. You can't even drink Hennessy in front of me. But
that's crazy.
But
in New York, all we drink is Henny.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be wildin'. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all be wildin' in New York. Y'all need to get on this Anejo way. But no,
So the Anejo is the dark tequila.
It's
You
the
saying?
dark tequila,
So
yeah.
that's not the Patron. That's
Yeah.
Patron got a
Patron is light though.
No,
Patron
so
has
you got
a,
Or they
different
have
type.
so Patron
So-
has a dark tequila.
Yeah.
Cause I never heard that. Like before I met you, I never heard a nigga saying like, "Yo,
So-
we drinking dark tequila."
So have you ever
feel
heard
me?
people say Patron like
Like
the
we
yellow?
drink cognac.
Have you seen the yellow box of Patron? It's like yellow.
Nah, never.
No?
Always the green box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough. But that's where I
That's,
started off.
super
I
rough.
started off how I got to it now is I started off tequila. I started off drinking Blanco. Then I went from Blanco to Reposado. Then I went from that to Anejo. Then I went from that to 1942, which is 200 a bottle. You feel me? But
That's
yeah.
your favorite shit,
Yeah,
1942.
that's my favorite shit. That's my favorite shit. Really, and I tried to live it. Like I was fucking with Patron. Then I met Don Julio. I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with him.
Donnie.
And then I just kind of climbed the ranks. You feel me? But yeah, it's just all tequilas, not all tequilas, but most tequila brands got Anejo. You feel me? It's just the aged tequila. They put them in oak barrels like you would do Hennessy. You put them away. You age them for 2.5 years, 3 years, 3 or 5 years or something like that. You bring them out, and then actually since it's in the wood barrel, that's why they turn brown.
Copy.
You feel me?
All right, so tell them like where you going as an artist, what we could look forward from you hearing, where we gonna find your music, what videos you got out, what you pushing like as an artist outside of the businessman that we know, you know.
So, what I got out,
What's your hardest shit out? Like what you want them to go turn this shit off and go listen to right now?
Okay, so my hit, I gotta play, because every time I perform this, niggas fuck with this. It's called Move. You feel me? It's really a strip club anthem. If you're in Detroit, they probably playing in the strip club right now. You feel me? Move is that as far as probably what people say is my hardest shit out. You know what I'm saying? Also got Jet Ski, which is a different vibe. It's a party with some, you feel me, Miami. Shout out Miami. That's my hardest video. Now if you're looking for visuals, that's the hardest visual I got out.
So moving jet ski, that's your hardest shit.
As far as next year, I'm filleting. I have been saving so much music because I didn't know how to release it. Now that I kind of got my game plan of what I want to do, it's like next year.
We in next year,
Yeah.
2024, like this year.
This year.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. This year. You feel me? This year, I'm really dropping 4 tapes this year.
Damn.
15 videos this year. So I'm flooding. You know what
Damn.
I'm saying? I'm flooding. Like, it's
And
starting
what's your story behind the music? Like, am I listening to you because I want to get money? Am I listening to you because I want to have a good time? Am I listening to you because I want to chill with a shorty? Like, what's your vibe on the music?
A little
Like,
bit all of that, because that's all the stuff that I want to do. You feel me? I love getting money. I love partying. Mostly it's gonna be partying. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of Anejo references. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of fuck Henny. We don't fuck with Henny. We never, you feel me, we pouring it down the drain. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear a whole bunch of that, you feel me? But you're gonna hear some, you feel me, some for the ladies, some for everything. But the basis of it, you're gonna hear a lot about drinking and partying, because that's what we do. You feel me?
I appreciate you, my nigga. Y'all already know, man. Playground ATL 1942 Leel. Fuck with my boys, man. They here getting active, putting that work in, man.